Drone warfare has continuously evolved in Ukraine since the beginning of the Russian invasion, and now, in recent footage, we are witnessing another evolution. On the 4th of September, the Wild Hornets Group shared a video showing a FPV or first-person view drone carrying what seems to be an AK-47 rifle. The Wild Hornets Group stated that this is their first official combat mission using this drone, and the results will indicate in which direction this project will go. Now, in my last video, I covered a few things regarding this clip, but since then a lot more information came out. The footage is grainy, but we can see the drone firing a few bursts at what we now know is a Russian position. The AK-47 is aimed sideways, and we can also notice that the recoil of the gun does not have a huge impact on the drone. Another thing that we can spot in this video is this text here in the top left side of the screen, Queen Hornets. That confirms that the rifle is mounted on one of the group's largest FPV drones, the Queen Hornet. Those FPV drones can carry around 9.5 kilograms or 21 pounds of explosives, guns, and so on. So, what is the Wild Hornets Group? Well, after doing a little bit of research, we discovered that they are a non-profit charity registered in Kyiv, Ukraine, that manufactures and innovates some of the world's finest FPV combat drones. They are largely and mostly funded by donations, and they state that so far they have produced and delivered around 5,000 drop systems and 14,000 FPV drones. They often post videos of their work online, and we can clearly see that they are not bluffing. These guys have been doing this since the beginning of the war, and I'm pretty sure they won't stop until it's over. Other sources also show that the Russian drone company Molot Aero has been working and developing a gun drone. In this video here that was made public in June 18, we can see the Russian gun drone carrying a suppressed AK-47 shooting down range at what seem to be some balloons. In these two pictures we can clearly see that both groups are using a similar configuration for their gun drones. Two similarities that we can quickly spot are that both guns don't have their stock. It was probably taken off to save weight, and both guns are mounted on their side. We are not sure if this Russian drone has been used in any combat missions yet, but we will keep you updated. Besides the gun drone, Ukraine seems to work on another type of drone, nicknamed the Dragon drone. Since the beginning of September, the Ukrainian armed forces have been using a particularly destructive new type of drone. This incendiary weapon is used to set fire to military equipment hidden under vegetation. Ukraine's defense ministry posted this video on their social media platforms showing a Ukrainian drone raining down what appeared to be fire on a forested position presumed to be hiding Russian units. Other sources confirm that the fire that we are seeing is actually thermite. What is thermite, you may ask? Well, thermite is a mixture of finely powdered aluminium and iron oxide that produces a very high temperature on combustion. It's mainly used in welding and for incendiary bombs. Thermite is not explosive, but it generates heat at extreme temperatures, more than 2200 degrees Celsius or 4000 degrees Fahrenheit. It burns through and damages nearly any material like clothing, wood, foliage, even military-grade vehicles, and besides that, it can also burn underwater. Used on humans, the weapon could be fatal or cause extensive burns and bone damage. It could also lead to respiratory issues and psychological trauma for survivors. Dragon drones tend to fly low because thermite is more effective when it's in close contact with its target. Aside from delivering significant damage on their own, the weapons are also likely aiding Ukrainian units with reconnaissance missions. With foliage cover burned off, follow-up bombing campaigns are likely to be more precise. In this footage we can see the aftermath of the Dragon drone. Recorded by a Russian soldier, we can clearly see that after just one night the Russian unit becomes completely incapacitated, losing everything from personal belongings, weapons, transport, medicine, electronics, and even natural cover. The Action on Armed Violence organization states that termite bombs are particularly dangerous because their effects are hard to contain, even when targeting military positions unlike conventional weapons. The widespread use of termite bombs increases the likelihood of these weapons being deployed in populated areas. Action on Armed Violence Director Ian Overton said in a statement, "The results could be catastrophic, with horrific injuries and loss of life among civilians." This is all the information we have for now on those two types of drones. In future videos we will keep you updated on the situation, so be sure to subscribe to the channel.